Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. You already know it's Eli out here, and today I am in the building, or I am on the Zoom call with Queen Christina. How you doing today, Queen?
I'm doing amazing. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing fantabulous. Wow. Here we are, getting ready to compete in 2 weeks, April 29 at the Philip Ricardo International Legends. How you feeling about that?
I'm excited. I'm excited to get on stage and to feel that moment again of being up there. Like, I love preparing for all this, and like each prep and each show is different. It has its own emotions. It has its own background story to it, and then like this, I feel like this prep should probably be like one of those ones where it's like, man, like how this should be like the hardest one, right? Because of where I'm at, but
yes,
in fact is the easiest one. Like I'm thriving right now. I'm just living day to day and still meeting what I need to meet and going above and beyond, and I just can't wait to get up there and showcase it all and do the big reveal.
Yes, wow. That is amazing. I mean, something you said that really caught my attention where you're like, this is the easiest prep you've done so far. And being on recruiting, and you said this is the easiest prep. Can you just even tell us, how were you able to just balance everything? Because this is supposed to be the toughest one, and like you say, it says the easiest one. Please, can you share more knowledge or light on that?
Yeah, so I came out here February of this year, for recruiting duty. I'm on the East Coast, and I just bought a brand new house. I'm back on the East Coast, and recruiting duty is an independent duty. You make your own schedule, you have your own day to day. I came out here and I'm placed in a area that I'm not used to, and I'm in a station all by myself. And so as a brand new recruiter to take over a whole county, like when you first come out here, that's really unheard of, and to be able to come out here and day to day be able to meet the expectation, but also go above and beyond. Like that's what I've been doing. I've been bringing people in. I've been talking to people. I've been making myself known throughout the area. And how I've been doing that is, there's about 5 or 6 gyms around here, and since I'm in prep, it's been easy for me to just say, you know what, like, you're gonna find people of relevance, people who you want to talk to, who match the mold of the Marine Corps, right, with physical fitness, by going into those gyms. And I'll be in there doing my cardio, my hour and a half, 2 hours of cardio, there 3 times a day, putting in the work, like showing up for myself. And in turn for that, like, people are asking me, like, how long have you been on recruiting for? How long have you been a Marine for? And it just starts that conversation. It's just a natural flow each day. And even if those people don't want to join right away, like, they're still asking me questions. It's still context of people that I'm making. And when I came out here, people were like, man, how are you going to be able to do bodybuilding and also be a recruiter? Like, that's unheard of. And I was like, it's only unheard of if you believe it to be unheard of, for it not to happen. But through the season of my life, I've had the mindset that this is where I want to thrive. This is what I want to do, is for me to still be able to compete, to get up on stage, to go through a level of training and preparation for competing. Like, I love it. I love all aspects of it. So with choosing to make that a part of my day-to-day life, and that became my lifestyle, now everything else has just fallen into place with it. And so why can't it be possible for recruiting duty, for a recruiter to say, hey, this is what I want? And it's funny because I've ran into a lot of other recruiters who used to compete, different federations, things like that. And they've been inspired by when they talk to me. They're like, you're still competing? Like, how are you able to do your day-to-day and still be able to do something as strenuous as that? You got to be able to do all this cardio. You got to be able to follow your meals to a T. But the great thing about this is that for recruiting duty, you make your own schedule. So plan your day around your meals, plan your day around your workout. And at first, I'm not gonna lie, it was difficult at first, because I had to learn all these other things on top of just what recruiting is, and I was by myself, so that added to it in some type of aspect. But all in all, like, once I got my schedule down of what I needed to do, I executed. I made it happen. Like, I now was showing up for myself throughout the day, and things were fitting in around it. Things were happening, and here I am now, my first month in on production, which basically means that I'm a canvassing recruiter, but I am on production now, which means I have an expectation for my month. And I'm meeting that, and I'm exceeding it. And it's just by me having the mindset of being able to utilize what bodybuilding has taught me and the training that I've had. So that's where I'm at right now. Like, that's what it means. Yeah.
Wow. Congratulations on your success so far. And that is really amazing. I mean, like you say, it's unheard of to do, what you're doing right now out there. I mean, I don't know how I would be able to do that, but I'm sure, a way will find his way out. But again, you're doing that out there, recruiting, still making missions, at the same time still making mission for yourself, right? Showing up at the gym and doing everything, right? That is really amazing. I mean, you said something earlier, man, I really have to ask, right? Like, you're like, at first it was, rough, or, the moments and days, right? Now it's like, for the personal development aspect of this, right? As much as you work on the physical, those days that, that seems to be your hardest, your difficult, the most obstacles, the most challenges, how are you able to, overcome that? Especially, recruiting again, like, life throws everything at you from different directions. How are you able to manage that and still show up for yourself at the end of the day?
Yeah, so it's just starting off my day with the gratitude piece of seeing where I'm at and where I've come from, and recognizing that I'm not the same person I was last year, even last season. I'm definitely not the person I was last year before I even started on this journey back in August of 2022. Like, I'm totally different, and I'm realizing that I'm constantly changing. Like, it's a state of ever changing. Like, it doesn't stop. But I got to be able to hone in on that each day, and that's by me waking up early, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., even when I don't want to, because I know that those few extra hours of sleep, like, I may have went to bed the night before late, because of being at the gym late, or even, work comes into play.
Yes.
But waking up early and choosing to ground myself in what's important, and realizing where I came from, and where I'm still going to be going. And that's the meditation in the morning. That's the stretching. That's the alignment. That's the grounding myself first and foremost. Making my tea in the morning. Already having my meal prep done. Like, Sundays are sacred. Sundays are meal prep Sundays. I choose to do that specifically on a Sunday because I know I'm going to have off on that day. So I'm going to get my stuff done for the week. And I just wake up, grab my stuff. I head into work. I eat, whether I go to the gym first, if I want to make that part of my day, I can. And if not, if I go to work, I'm eating. I'm now going and getting into my normal day-to-day operation. But I think the biggest piece is, like, just the balance. Balance is what has gotten me through all of this, because I've had to find where I was at and realize, okay, like, I got to create this. It's not something, it's not a blueprint or a template that's going to work for everybody. I'm in a whole different shift, a whole different paradigm. So my balance is not going to look the same as Joe's over there, or, Erica's over there. My balance is something that I had to create, and I had to really, really put effort into it. And, if you come into my office, like, if you see, like, I got my fridge where I put all my food, I meal prep in here. I've showcased where I've meal prepped, and I've been making phone calls, and I have a gym area in here. I have work equipment that I use, not just for myself, but for the people who are coming in here to work out. Like,
yes,
literally that balance has provided me with the ability to really like thrive.
wow,
So
wow, that is beautiful. And that is, you know, that's it reminds me of this saying, right, where it says, you know, if there's a will, there's a way, right? Like, you know, you have your goals, your goals written out, your vision and everything, and the balance just comes into play, right? Where you're like, okay, what needs to be in my life will be there, and what doesn't, then, you know, they just fall off, right? That is really, really inspiring. Thank you very much for sharing that. And then, you know, come April 29, right? Who are we expecting on that stage? You know, I have to ask that.
Well, you know, like last year, you know, I was in this whole mindset of like, man, Wonder Woman. People in the Marine Corps always call me Wonder Woman. Like, you know, that's who I really identified as, because I was like doing all these different things. You know, I had a flag like a Wonder Woman, and all my Marines identified as that. So I was like, you know what? That's what I really want to bring to the stage is, you know, have that Shiro mentality, right?
Yeah.
And then like this year, for this season, it hasn't really been that I've had to identify with somebody else. I'm identifying with myself now. It's self-discovery of like who I am. And on the stage, like, you're gonna see, like, I always say, like, goddess rising. Like every woman is a goddess. Like we all have that internal to us, and it's a power that like is there, but you have to discover. And I'm really living in that right now. And it's by helping people. It's by, you know, connecting with people out here, and it's by connecting with people back there in Cali, like on the team, and talking to them and sharing life stories. And, you know, I want to bring all that to stage, like what I'm going through right now with who I am. Like I am a beacon of light. I am hope. I am grace. I am beauty. I'm all these things of what makes a goddess. And that's the best thing, is that I don't have to create something. I just had to like look internal and find out who I really was and let that shine. And that is, you all will see that. And I worked with, you know, Nicole on my suit at the end of last season, you know, for something perfect that was gonna match that. And I have that now. And it's just like everything around it, the whole piece of that mentality is going to showcase on stage, and I'm going to light it up, and it's going to be beautiful. And I really, really want to use where I'm at right now and showcase on the stage like an inspiration, because that's what a goddess is. Like I want to continue to inspire and enlighten people by just being me.
Yes. Oh my goodness, that is so powerful. I cannot wait to see you on that stage April 29, man, because now I'm just all excited and looking forward to that. You know, and then lastly, before we call it a day, you know, what is any piece of advice you have for anyone, you know, out there, especially you being on recruiting right now, doing extraordinary things in extraordinary way? What is an advice you have?
At the end of the day, like, don't allow yourself to live within a limit of what somebody tells you is possible for you. Like, the world is yours, the universe is yours. Like, there's so many things that work for you, and you just have to believe it. And you got to know that you can operate from any space. You can be whoever you want to be. It's up to you, and that's the beauty of having that type of mindset. So, like, tell yourself that you're worth it. Show up for yourself. Make yourself a priority first and foremost, because that in turn is going to translate over into how you project yourself and your energy, and how people are going to reciprocate it, and how they're going to be impacted. So yeah, you got to believe that you are limitless, and you got to believe that you matter, and that you are going to create change. And it's as simple as that. It's just the belief factor of knowing all of that and putting it into play. And you're always going to inspire somebody, no matter if you're trying to or not. It's going to happen if you live within that whole paradigm. Yeah. So things will shift for you each day.
Wow, man, this is so beautiful, man, Queen. This is amazing. I love it. The level of growth, you know, is just everywhere. It's the holistic aspect, man. The physique, the mindset. My goodness gracious, April 29. Everyone better stand by, man. Grab your popcorn because it's about to be a whole movie entertainment April 29th. But thank you very much for those words of wisdom. Thank you very much for your time. You know how busy you are as a recruiter and everything, but again, you're a goddess and you make everything happen out there. You know, so thank you very much. And we look forward to doing the post-show interview after April 29th.
All right, sounds good. I can't wait.
All right.